Please subscribe to my channel, hit that like button. I need to remind everybody to like my videos. I just got tons of comments from the YouTube community saying, Janko, your production are great. Why don't you say to your audience to like your videos? I'm saying it, like my videos. I have received a challenge. I'm going to take this Taycan Turbo and drive it south from Stockholm, where my home is, through Örebro and to Karlstad, where I'm going to do a drag race with a Tesla. I have charged my Taycan to 100%, whatever that is, since 12% of the battery capacity is not available for me. But I'm going to try the charger network in Sweden, and the goal is to get home back the same day. So here is the thing. I have to make a decision. Am I going to put summer tires on the vehicle? The big problem is it's April in Sweden and the weather is changing a lot. Let me show you. So this might be a ridiculous decision, but look, I have ice. And ice is not good for summer tires. But these are not good. Well, it's what I'm having, Pirelli, that's actually good with the tires. But nevertheless, it's not good for a drag race, is it? And if I lose the drag race, everybody in the Porsche community will say, well, it's winter tires, because the Tesla has the summer tire. I cannot decide what to do. Ooh, am I going to risk my life for a drag race? Oh, this is the decision I have to make. Making one for the community. Am I going to crash the Taycan? Well, it's a safe car, isn't it? Ooh, what am I going to do? Oh. I'm going to stick with the winter tires. Nah, let's go with the summer tire, make an impact. I know it's going to get warmer. It's the morning. The morning is the problems. The mornings is it sucks. The mornings is it's winter in the morning and it's spring in the lunchtime. I guess it's fair to say stupidity. Snow and summer tires. The car is, according to the computer, 100% charged. I'm gonna follow the speed limit and mostly drive on range mode that limits the speed to 110 kilometers per hour. During my trip to Karlstad, I will pass highways that I am allowed to drive 120 kilometers an hour, and in that case, then I will switch over to normal mode. Perfect conditions, the sun heating the coupe and 8 degrees Celsius air cooling the batteries. And finally, I have arrived to my destination, charging station. So the trip was a bit longer, 300 kilometers give or take, and I have 45 kilometers left on the odometer. Let's try to charge it. So let's do this. I have never done it in my entire life. Ooh, the price, it cost 8.70 crowns per kilowatt hour. This is very expensive. That's 0.8 euros, I believe, even more. So press start. Apparently, I need an app. So let's hope this actually works. Otherwise, well, hotel, friends. Let's see what happens. And now I have to register it. My name. These tricky questions. Country. Germany. Get real. And then obviously they would like to have my credit card. This is... it's not fast, I'll tell you this much. Okay. So I believe then... so how do I then start? I have a QR code. So let's see what's gonna happen. I have scanned the code twice. Log in. Yeah, this is me. And then I need my password. So I think I have logged in. So I need to switch this, and yes, here it opens. And then obviously this one. And now the big thing is, will it charge or not? So communicating with the vehicle, this is quite difficult. Please wait. I'm not sure what's happening right now. Skanna din mobila tjänsteleverantörs brickakort eller skanna QR-kod med din använda vår betalningssida. And what is happening now? Is it charging or not? How do I know if it charged? What does my car say? What does it say inside? Well, I think a 156. Unbelievable. So this is starting with the process. Unbelievable. For how long has it been here now? Payment accepted. Thank you. So please wait. Communicating with the vehicle. How does my Porsche feel about this? So it... Let's go inside to see what it says. Not sure if it is charging. I hope you can see me. This is actually very complicated stuff. Direct landing, klimatstyrning. So I have now started. So this is the kilowatt hour that pushes through. 168 kilowatts it's charging. Not sure if you could see this. Voltage V726, ampere 230. Not sure this is fast, to be honest. This car is equipped with a Mission E wheel, 21 inch, 265 in the front and 305 in the back. These actually lower the range capacity of the vehicle. I had a trip for 300 kilometers. I was left with 45 kilometers. And conclusion, well, the prerequisites are really good at this point. The sun is shining very strong, keeping it warm inside the cabin of the car, but the air is between 5 to 8 degrees, which then does not need to have the AC going on the car. So I would rather not go on a larger trip than 300 kilometers with this vehicle. And on the winter, by the way, no. I will go down to 200 kilometers, and the destination needs to have a proper charging station. This is not going to be a fair drag race. The reason for that is that the Tesla Model S range model has 423 horsepower in comparison to the 680 in the Taycan. Looking at the Newton meter, well, 600 Newton meter for the Tesla and 850 on the Taycan. But the Taycan also have, in addition, a gearbox with 2 gears. This is not a fair chance for the Tesla. And there is another thing that is the perk with driving the Tesla. You can actually have 2 of those for the price of 1 Taycan. But is it twice as fast? We don't believe so, and this is where we're going to do a drag race to find out. The contender, the Tesla Model S long range as it is called. It is a practical vehicle. It's from United States, and it's not a Porsche, it's not a driver's car, it's just a contender. So it's time for a drag race, and it's, you know, I have everything in place. I have my coffee, I have my water, and that's pretty much it. So, let's start. Let's rock and roll. 3, 2, 1, go! We need to stop. What is Tesla doing? Yes, there are Porsche driving on the back wheels, but I believe Elon Musk's ambition to fly to space has affected the Model S. Look at the rear wheels. It looks like the rear axle is going to break any second. Have a look at the Taycan and pay attention to the lift in the front axle. And that's done. Ooh, that Tesla really didn't take a chance towards this car. Ooh. Amazing. Or did it? I'm not sure how stressed you are going back and forth to work. On this 170 meter drag race, the Taycan wins by 0.4 seconds. Let's look at that in real time. Ooh, sorry, perhaps you missed it. One more time then. The drag race is over. And I'm gonna head home. But I think I'm going to go buy the supercharger first. But let me get to some interesting points at this point. I am now leaving the airfield, so to speak. 89% still left, and I still have 316 kilometers to go. So actually, when I think about it, I could just drive home. This is quite amazing if you ask me, because I have been, what you haven't seen is when we started out to figure out for how long we should do the drag race to 170 meters, we made some extraordinary tests with this car. So I have done 10 launch controls, minimum 10 launch control in different distance to get the best distance out of safety, etc. for us as the drivers. And still 88% to go. That's the party piece. It's a driver's machine. It's a well, basically, face it, it is too expensive to put as a toy, but it is a toy, nothing else. I mean, I have had some really fun together with my friend with his Tesla when we have tested those vehicles. Yes, not a fair chance, but this is not twice as fast as him. And actually, for the same price, I can buy 2 Tesla Model S, one for me and one for my wife. And it's larger, it's more practical. This is the main problem, I would say, with the Taycan. But when it comes to driving, I drove his Tesla for, 10 minutes, and it was, I'm done. I'm totally done. I don't need to drive this car anymore. That's just how it is. Ugh. So, heading back home, there is a lot of things on my mind. One is, of course, how will other people react to this possibilities that the Taycan gives? But of course, I don't think many of the owners of the Taycan will considering, spending a day on an airfield driving drag race and then return home. Now, I think this will be more a family car, and for that purpose, only for being a family car, what's the reason for buying a Taycan? I'm sorry, guys, but I don't understand it. In that case, I would rather buy a 991.2 GT3 and a BMW i3S that does the work for my family as good. That's the problem. Or let's say if we look at new cars then, then buy a Tesla Model S and then a GT4. Well, actually that's the same price. A Model S and a GT4, rest my case. That's driving pleasure, GT4. This is not an easy task for Porsche, but they will sell the car like butter. That's the problem also. Why shouldn't they? Everybody goes nuts when it comes to Porsche, so why shouldn't they sell the car? Everybody wants the Porsche, and it's electric, and it's like hype, and it's the most beautiful four-door saloon that you can sit in. But I'm a passionate driver, and being a passionate driver comes with some, common sense. You put your money where it belongs, in the driver's seat. And yes, the Tesla is phenomenal when it comes to driving, but it's not comparable to a GT3 RS that's basically the same list price. That's the problem for me. That's the main problem. Yes, this might be environmental friendly, but then again, what I've already said, buy then a GT3, skip the RS, get a proper driver's machine, and then a BMW i3S. You most likely will have some money left on the bank. I'm not getting it. I'm sorry. I'm not getting it. I would love to own one, but it's overpriced. It's too overpriced. If this I would say it's $60,000 overpriced. Yeah, definitely. If the price was $60,000 less, this will be the perfect car for me to daily drive with, and it would be reasonable for me to pay that amount and drive it. But it doesn't offer more than that. That's just how it is. And now the sun is getting down. Ooh. So this is going to be very interesting to see how the car copes on my way home in the darkness and the coldness that will arrive. Ooh, perhaps I should fill her up a bit more. You never know. When I got up this morning, I realized that I wasn't done with the video. I had more to say about the Taycan Turbo. First of all, 600 kilometers, and the sport seat 18 ways are spectacular. They have made modifications to them and really raised the bar for the competitors. I had another issue. The car was only charged to 25% this morning, and I don't think that has to do with the Taycan. I have had the same bad experience with my Cayenne E hybrid. And for the record, I have had a professional electrician installing my charging station at home. But the drag race, I pulled the car 12 times. Boom, I recalculated it, I watched my videos and I talked to my friend 12 times. 12 times I pulled the car to 0 to 120, 150, and at one point I was up to 200. And it coped with it. I had a lot of electricity left going home. But then I realized, let's say I had a 991.2 GT3 RS, I would have done the trip and I would have saved 1.5 hours. Yes, you heard me right, because I had to stand 1 hour at the charging station on my way home because I had that range anxiety. So it's not a fast car at all. And that got me even thinking, why would you buy an 850 Newton meter, 680 horsepower car that is 1 hour slower than a Ford Punto, or Fiat Punto I might be, or whatever those small Italian hatchbacks, or German Fiesta, Ford Fiesta or Punto, I couldn't care less. And that's the big issue for me. I think that electric vehicles are here to stay, and I love driving them. For those people that say that this is not a Porsche, they haven't driven it. And that's also one question that we now in the community debate. It is a proper Porsche. It is a proper designed Porsche for driving. And that's the problem with the car, because 99% of the gentlemen and ladies that buys this car will not drive it. They will go back and forth to work. And that gives a lot of stupidity, if you ask me, because this is a proper driver's car. And then again, where to drive it? Let's go on the track day. Well, sorry gentlemen, but we only have one charging station. Well, actually, we don't have none charging station at this racetrack at Gelleråsen because I checked it. So where are you going to use it? I am not sure, but it is a blast to drive. And if I had the financial strength, no, I wouldn't buy it anyway. I don't have the financial strength, but if I had the money, I most likely would bought other sports car. It's a bit difficult, isn't it? They will sell all. You know, there are so much people in the world with a lot of money, so they will definitely sell it. But they they cannot buy it by using rational thinking. It's again the heart that this is decide, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is why this is a proper Porsche. Hi, I'm back again. The touch and feel of the Tesla is much less, well, less exclusive, I would say, but it is like where the Taycan is a Mercedes S-Class, the Tesla feels more like a Kia. That's his words, not mine. That is a bit of a problem for Tesla, because it will never be, at least in my heart, close to any driver's person, because the chassis, 12 minutes driving it and I was, okay, thank you, bye, it's good enough, moving on. But this car, it is a blast to drive.